Good morning, people. It's about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm not the first one out here. There's 2 cars already in the parking lot. Today I'm hiking Gun Park here in Prince George, BC. And I'm making a YouTube video about health and wellness. If you've been following my channel so far, I've only got 5 videos and I'm a beginner. So bear with me if I make mistakes. I'm all about exercise and eating healthy and keeping a healthy mind. Positive thoughts. No negative thoughts. It's really nice in here in the morning. I don't think I've ever been to Gun Park at this time. But just want to give you a quick update. I did a 30-day challenge and quit everything. Coffee, alcohol, marijuana, most of the sugar, which is hard to get rid of all sugar because they put it in everything. I'm going to give you a little view here. Prince George. It's nice. So anyway, I did the 30-day challenge thing and I felt great. The first little while kind of sucked. You quit everything, you get all kinds of withdrawal symptoms. Not that I was heavily into anything, but that whole cannabinoid system that is naturally in the body and gets balanced while you're smoking marijuana really goes out of whack when you quit. And your body is trying to rebalance itself, and you can't sleep, you lose your appetite, you get brain fog like you wouldn't believe. The whole thing was just miserable for about the first 2 weeks, and then it slowly started to go away. The alcohol, I like drinking. It's fun. It's sociable. Didn't have much problems with that. The other thing I wanted to do is give up being on the smartphone so much. Cell phones are a horrible thing. Nowadays everybody's addicted, but they won't admit to it. So I'll talk about that sometime. I just wanted to talk about my 30 days today. I did 15 videos on it and I messed up the videos. So again, that's my professionalism in YouTubing. YouTubing, is that a word? YouTubing. You can go YouTubing in the river. See the 2 different colors down there? That's because we got 2 rivers that join in just past that bridge over there. And one is dirty as heck, which I believe is the Fraser, and the other one is the Nechako. And they just begin to blend together right about here. And we're up here on Gun Park. And it's probably the one park that has the best views. It's really nice in here. I'm wandering off on my conversation. It's still early in the morning. Maybe I should have gave it some time. But after a couple weeks, I started to feel better and better. I started hiking. I started getting more motivated after quitting everything. Coffee was difficult too. because everybody likes coffee. Try to get up in the morning and wake up. That's why I'm out here. It takes forever to wake up if you get up and go sit in the living room. You're just getting up to go sit down. And of course, everybody needs coffee to get going, right? Well, go for a hike. First thing, get on the treadmill. Get that heart rate up. Get those lungs going. It'll wake you up. It'll definitely wake you up. By the time I get out of here, I'm going to be wide awake, feel like I'm halfway through my day already. But I recommend a 30-day challenge. Just go for it. By the time you're done, you're gonna feel great. I used to call it the 30-day wonder because I wondered why I didn't do it earlier. It's not my first time, I'll admit it. I've fallen off the wagon a couple times. Sometimes you feel like, well, I'm bored. Your brain talks you into doing the things that you shouldn't be doing. Here's another view. But as I was saying, your worst enemy is your mind. It is constantly and always trying to talk you into going back to your old ways. Stress comes along. Couldn't handle it. Had to start drinking again. Or smoking. I've seen people quit smoking and then cave in because things aren't going right. Is that sun screwing up this video? Like I said, I got a lot to learn. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. If it is, what am I supposed to do about it? Move the sun? Walk backwards? Come here later in the day, I guess. But I'm making YouTube videos on good food. I've made one or two. So I'm all about good food, good exercise. And after 30 days, I was feeling fantastic. I am 55 years old, but to be truthful, I feel like I am, I'll be honest, 30, maybe younger. I don't know. I got some friends that, and some younger, like even my kids. I don't know if they're in this kind of shape. Blame that on those cell phones too. Spend a lot of time. We've got a lot of entertainment that keeps us on our ass. Go tubing down that river quite often. Well, I guess not in the last couple of years, but I just noticed my conversations just kind of flop all over the place. But I'm going to keep doing these videos because I need something to entertain myself with. If I'm not going to drink, and I'm not going to smoke marijuana, and I'm not going to be doing really anything fun, I got to find other things that are fun. And to me, I like hiking. And then I got into making these videos, so just find something that you like to do. Your body is not built to take all this punishment. Everything we do is really hard on the liver and the kidneys, even the lungs. Sit around, your lungs all kind of shrivel up. Then you go to run somewhere and you get about 50 feet and you're out of breath. That's not the way it is now. I really am feeling good. Feeling fantastic. kind of showing off the park too. I want to do videos of all the different parks. We got a lot of hiking trails around here. And some really cool places. Take you guys out to Hickson Falls one of these days. It's not too far from here. Another beautiful place. I haven't even had breakfast this morning. I can't eat and then go for a hike. But I've pulled myself away from a lot of crappy things. I had AFib for years. Had a heart ablation 3 times. This 3rd time seems to have worked good, and I'm not messing around this time. I'm not going back to that old lifestyle. I am going to feel healthy as hell. And I am. My blood pressure is like 111/72. When I'm relaxed, my heartbeat is about 50. Some people say that's too low, but if you're in good shape, that's not too low. It just means you're in very good health. Unless you have a heartbeat of 50 and you got symptoms. You're dizzy, short of breath, certain things like that. Go see your doctor. I eat a lot of superfoods, garlics, turmeric, onions, avocados. Try to incorporate most of those as much as I can. Clears the arteries. Doctors don't think it can be done, but I've seen a lot of videos that say it can, from doctors that make videos, not just anybody. Can't believe there's 2 cars here already this morning. Hope I don't run into anybody. I feel kind of foolish carrying a camera around. A 55-year-old guy wandering around the bush with a selfie stick. Okay, I'm getting to a very steep hill, and it's like a 1/4 kilometer long. Now, I did this a couple weeks ago, but because I suffered with AFib, I should not push it too far. So today, I'm going to try to go around. See, there's another trail. I have no idea what it's like. It just might be as steep as the other one. This trail or that trail. Can't see the hill from here, but let's take the lesser of the 2 evils. Heart rate got quite a bit up there last time I went up that hill. Nice thing though is it was only 121 beats a minute, which is pretty good, because when I first started hiking during my 30 days, the damn ticker went up to 145. I only went up a hill half that length. But as you go, things get better. Well, that does not look any better. Huh. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about my health and how things are going. I'm going to hit this hill, turn this camera around so you can enjoy the hike. If you can't enjoy hikes on your own, you can at least watch my videos. There'll be a lot more too, so if you'd like to subscribe, turn on notifications, as they say, then do it. It'd be helpful. I've been into health and wellness and all of this stuff for a very long time. My friends get tired of hearing me talk about it. But medical advice, everything, I'm not a doctor, but I think I would have liked to have been. It's a very curious and interesting job. The human body's amazing at what it does, especially when it comes to self-healing. And I'm just pausing before I get going here. See, when you have AFib, there's no real cure, just manageability. So you gotta be careful still. But don't let your health bounce you back, or don't let your health slow you down. You just gotta do it. Talk to your doctor, depending on what's wrong with you. But like I was saying, the body absolutely is great at healing itself, take care of things. And just imagine. I mean, you can get a cut, and then it heals. You had nothing to do with it. When you breathe, you have nothing to do with it. When you feel certain feelings, anxiety, depression, it's hard to control because your body is out of sync. Okay, I'm gonna turn around. No, I'm not gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn my camera around. This hill looks like it's just gonna do it all at one short spurt. So here we go. I hear it og. So steep, I am slipping. Hang onto a tree. Holy crap. Some stairs would be nice. I don't know why I challenge these things. I'm still a 55-year-old man that's overweight. But I push it. And I push it. And I push it some more. I don't want to push it. I didn't have to worry about AFib so much. I'd go for it. But if you have health conditions, do what you can. Don't go over those limits. Yep. Yo, ticker's going pretty good. Good thing I got my hiking shoes on. But you guys can hear me breathing pretty heavy. Stretching those lungs, exercising that heart. Doesn't feel like it right now, but later on, my body will thank me for this. The rest of the day, I'll feel great. Looks like I'm not too far away. Almost there. Oh. I made it. Flat ground. Oh yeah. Took the trail to the left. Now there's no scenes of the river. But I believe this should come back around by the river. How we doing over there? Okay, we're ready. Let's do it. Thing about making these videos is that it encourages me to do more hikes, more hills. Here's the trail we would have ended up taking. We'll end up going back that way. It'll be much nicer than going uphill, but not as effective on strengthening the heart and the lungs. Talking about the heart and the lungs, kidneys, liver, all those bad habits everybody gets into. Right now, my point is that I want to get rid of everything that gives me cravings. I want complete control of everything I do. I don't want to want for nothing. Nope, I think that's the trail I'm supposed to go down when I come back. But if you come to Prince George, come to Gun Park. It's a nice hike, peaceful. You can hear the birds, squirrels. And even though there's people in the parking lot, a lot of times you don't even know where they are. You don't see anybody. We got one here called the Greenway. Tons of trails. You can go off the main trail and never see anybody. I love hiking. I always did. Like going bike riding too, which I haven't done in years. But I used to do quite a bit of it. But I'm wandering off on the conversation. Get back to the liver, the heart, the lungs, etc. Alcohol is really hard on the liver. Ends up getting fatty liver. And if you don't do something about it over time, you end up with fibrosis. And again, it's correctable because the liver is very good at healing. And if you don't do anything, you end up with cirrhosis. And after that point, there's nothing you can do. But your body is incredible at maintaining your health for you. After everything we throw at it, I'm kind of surprised it doesn't give out a lot earlier. And the kidneys, well, they do heal, but not as well as the liver. But a lot of things, just not alcohol and drugs and sodas and all that kind of stuff. Just the pollution, quality of air, preserved foods. Those preserved foods are absolutely horrible. If it can stay on the counter for hours and hours, and maybe even the next day, and you can still eat it like pizza, then how's your body supposed to digest something that's not meant to break down? Has a hard time. Then you end up with stomach problems. And you got to balance your gut flora. Take probiotics so that your bacteria balances out with the good and the bad. But if you eat healthy and give your body what it needs, then you'll be doing great. It's like having an army. And if you don't feed your troops good, healthy food, they're going to be weak and they're going to lose the war. And that means trouble. Next thing you know, you're on pills. Your doctor's giving you prescriptions for everything. And they have no problem with that. They don't even bother to try to get you in shape or give you information. I don't know about anywhere else, but doctors around here give you 10 minutes if you're lucky. How much information can they pass on in 10 minutes? Not much at all. I've timed it. Sometimes it's 6 or 7 minutes, and I'm out the door. But it's just easy to fix the symptoms, right? Give you a drug, get rid of the symptoms, and go back to drinking and smoking cigarettes. And the lungs, if they don't get any exercise, then everything you do, you struggle to breathe properly. I mean, you can't run, right? Even if you got into a situation and your adrenaline started to pump and you had that fight or flight response, if you fought, you'd be out of breath and a bear would kill you. And if you run, you're probably only going to go about 50 feet and the bear's going to kill you. Your body is designed to take care of you, and it's your job to take care of it. And if you do so, you won't regret it. I know these habits are hard to kick, really hard, but once you get past a certain point, you'll love it. You're gonna feel like a kid. You'll be able to chase your grandkids around. I did that not too long ago. I only made it once around the house, and she beat me, I have to admit. She outran me. But I'm an overweight 55-year-old guy. I had some pretty good heart conditions there going. But I never, ever give up on things. I always think things can be corrected and things can be fixed. Guess we never did end up back at the river, did we? Oh well, it's just as nice in here. That's another thing. Your adrenaline. Sometimes the stress and the anxiety of life can cause your adrenaline to be pumping all the time, and then it becomes fatigued and it becomes a problem. You end up having adrenaline released into your system, cause an anxiety attack, maybe a panic attack, and it wasn't necessary. It's just your body doesn't know what to do. The adrenal glands on top of your kidneys, I think it's the kidneys, I might be mistaken on that, but I know they put out adrenaline in this new world. We are not designed for all of this, because all the technology, we are moving so fast through out history and into the future, and our bodies can't keep up with adapting. And one time we just had to fear animals, maybe other tribes of people, caveman against caveman. You might get stressed because you're low on food. But look around, our bodies aren't designed to be around cars on the highway all the time. The stress that's involved in watching news and all kinds of media. There's some pretty negative YouTube videos out there as well. And fear sells. So there's a lot of it out there. They love to sell fear. We can't help it. We gotta watch. It's like a bad accident. You can't just not look when you drive by. Another hill, eh? That one was easy though. A lot of stress in this world. I don't watch the news. And I try to stay away from negative information. Nowadays, you don't know what to believe. There's so much bullshit out there. Steep. We're almost above the tree line. So the best thing for the mind is to stay happy. Don't pay too much attention to what's going on in the world. Find things that bring you joy. It's all about balancing hormones. All the stress raises cortisol levels. And then the negative news creates depression. Cortisol levels cause anxiety, and those two things are a huge problem nowadays. I had anxiety. I am talking from experience. Even to this day, for some reason, I get a little bit of social anxiety. And hiking is just so calming, especially when I'm out here by myself. I love the outdoors. It's where we belong. You're closer to your natural environment. I couldn't live in a big city. Too much traffic. Everything's on the move too fast. And it's not healthy. Pollution, noise, stress. We've got huge problems with drug addiction here. We've got tent cities, 2 of them, and we're only a population of about 80,000 people. I don't understand. People see what the outcome is when you do those kind of drugs. Why do they even try it? They truly believe they won't become addicted. Oh, nice. I've learned not to pan too much on the phone. I don't have a GoPro, and the phone just kind of makes it blurry. So I got a lot to learn about making these YouTube videos. But if anybody gets anything out of this, that's fantastic. I mean, absolutely. Over the next few videos, I will be talking probably about addictions. I'd love to talk about the cell phone, because a lot of people ignore the room full of other people and just get on their phone. I've seen people in restaurants ignoring each other and on their phone. I see people go to parties and they're not hanging out with their friends, they're sitting on the couch on their phone. But of course these phones, they are designed to keep you on there. They've spent millions and millions of dollars to figure out how to keep people hooked to their phones, because that pays for advertisements, and advertisements makes them billions. And then they get your information and they sell that, and it also makes billions. You're not much more than just a product. And I don't like being a product. And I do have a problem with the phone. I'm on it way more. I got a curious mind, and every thought that comes across my mind, I need to look up and research to find out if it's true or not. And then that takes a while, because you got to sift through the bullshit. And the bullshit and the misinformation is making people a little off. These conspiracies and the misinformation. We got that thing coming up here pretty quick with, you probably heard already because it's probably gone around the world. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg gonna do a UFC fight. Holy shit, that's deep. I'm actually kind of surprised that they let people walk up here when they're always so cautious about everything else. I'm feeling good now. My heart's beating just right. But this Mark Zuckerberg and Elon Musk is just a promotion gimmick, because people are going to be glued to that, which is going to raise money for websites, Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook, he could use it, because people are shying away from Facebook. It's getting old and so full of advertisements, you don't even know if you have friends on there at all. Starting to hate Facebook. But that fight is, I don't even know if it'll happen. Listen to what I say here now. I think something's going to happen, and they're going to cancel it. They're just going to end up getting enough people interested in the information, and then in the end, something's going to happen. It'll just go away. Somebody will get hurt. I don't know, but something. The main thing here is that they get people watching, so they can sell ads. The last time I was out here, I don't remember the trail looking like this. Eventually I'm going to have to turn around, because this does not do a loop. What this does is just go to another parking lot, which I am not parked in. this, back in the day, we used to call it clickbait. They would do things to just make you open it. And then back then, you were also worried about opening it and getting a virus because it was quite common. Now, everything's clickbait. We don't even realize it's clickbait. I've watched videos that didn't have anything to do with what the picture showed. I get suckered in as much as anybody else. Squirrels giving me shit. If you're ever hiking and the squirrels around you are chirping and giving you heck, that's okay. But if you hear them making a lot of noise off in the distance, be aware that it could be something else. Anything from a bear to a cougar. I don't think they care about moose, but I've walked into lots of bears and lots of moose. I've yet to see a cougar, even though they are in my neighborhood, along with coyotes, which makes me worry about my cat. But the cat comes in at night and the coyotes come out at night, so he should be okay. Looks like we're kind of back towards the river. See, they got a nice little lookout here. I'll have to take you over to those cut banks as well. There's a park on top of there. It's a nice view. It's a very short hike. And it's a very small park, but it's got a great view. We call those the cut banks. They used to race down them back in the day on couches, furniture, skis, whatever, until somebody got seriously hurt. And that was the end of that. No more fun. Can't do anything to get you hurt anymore. That's why I'm surprised that you can walk along these cut banks. And they haven't made that illegal. There used to be an outcrop of land here. People used to go camping. Me and my friends used to come up along this trail before it was even a park. This thing used to be just a little tiny animal path. What do you call it? Pathway animals go down. There's a name for it. Game trail. That's it. What time are we at? 44 minutes. Man, I still gotta go all the way back. Huh. Well, I don't know. I don't want to go back. I'm enjoying myself. I'll go back and eat a nice healthy breakfast. Hell, I might even make a YouTube video out of it. My last one, I tried to make a healthy breakfast. And one of those northern flickers ran into my living room window and I had to stop everything I was doing. That's on YouTube now too, so I don't know if you've seen it, but take a look. I feel bad for the bird. I should have just left him on the ground because I think I stressed him by picking him up, and birds have heart attacks very easily. And I think that's what happened. I'm not sure. I thought maybe he broke his neck, but he flapped his wings, so he couldn't have. And all the other videos I made, there's some that I just show the hiking. But I had a few people say that they'd ask, how come you're not saying anything? I say, well, I don't know. I see other people, they don't say anything. So I thought, I guess it is kind of boring just watching somebody go down a trail. So that's what I'm doing. I'm blabbing, talking away. I miss coffee. I'll be honest, I gave up coffee for the 30 days and then I kind of broke down, and now I allow myself to have 1 or 2 a week with sugar and cream. What a rebel. But holy crap, I think I'm all the way at the other end. I think I made it. Almost. Don't quote me yet. But yes, it was tough going, I tell you. No coffee, no alcohol, no weed, and I gotta kick the phone habit. What I find that's helpful is I set the timer on my phone, and I promise myself I am not going to pick my phone up unless it rings or somebody's trying to get a hold of me. But other than that, that's it. I think I reached that crop of land. Man, it looks different. There was a story of a guy I knew. I won't put any names on here, but they were drinking and partying up here, had a fire going and everything. And he ran right off this bank. And that's a long drop. I don't know the whole story because I wasn't here, but I heard it. Horrible thing to happen. Not sure what he was thinking. One thing, don't go camping in the dark on a cliff. Drinking. Crazy. Well, almost to the end. 45 minutes, huh? I don't know how long I can make these videos. Oh, lost the trail. Better back it up. This is definitely that outcrop that we used to go camping on years ago, like 35, 40 years ago. Oh, there goes a squirrel. Just like that dog. Squirrel! Later, squirrel. Yeah, he doesn't like me being there. Yeah, we'll go a little farther. Story of my life, a little farther. Where's this trail go? Where's that road go? Where does any of this stuff go? I got a curious mind that's almost dangerous. Gotta know where every road goes, every trail goes. I've been known to go to the Greenway and totally get lost and just keep hiking until I pop out somewhere. But what the hell? So what do you think of the park so far? It's kind of nice, eh? City of Prince George. It's one thing they definitely spend money on is maintaining and keeping the trails going. And then they even have hiking groups that help for nothing. They do it for free. Take their chainsaws out, cut fallen trees out of the way. I don't know if I should record the rest of this on the way back. I should. That makes for a long video though, you know? Hopefully I'm not boring people. One more thing I'd like to put out there. I've said it before, but you're gonna see some of my healthy meals that I make. They actually cause the body to do good things, like clear your arteries, prevent blood clots, heart disease. And if you ask me, I think if you eat healthy, you can even fight cancer. Not in the way that you think. It's hard to get rid of once it shows up. But I think cancer comes and goes. And you never even know. Because, truthfully, I think the cure of cancer is prevention. You eat healthy, you do healthy things, and your army is going to kick its ass before it even has a chance to spread anywhere. And you'll never know about it. Tripping. Freaking roots. But I think that's the cure for cancer. I think just prevention. Eat healthy. Drink, well, I wouldn't say juice. Fruit juices. Got some vitamins and vitamin C and that kind of stuff. It's better than pop. But some of it has more sugar than pop. So, limit your fruit juice. Now we need sugar, we use it for energy. Your body converts it into glucose and you burn that up first. So if you're trying to lose weight, stay out of the sugar and try to use fats for your energy, because the body basically gets its energy from fats and sugars. So what happens is the body will burn up sugars first. It's a fast burning energy source, kind of like high octane. Fats is like diesel. It'll give you the power, give you the stamina, but last longer. And what do you do when you burn fats? You lose weight. Unless you're eating way too many other fats. Make sure they're good fats, not those crappy ones. Like avocados. Incredibly healthy. Unfortunately, they're expensive. Like a little guy. Funny. Hey, they gave us a bridge. How nice. Actually, I think this bridge was here last time. But getting back to healthy food, you're going to see me cooking some meals. And some of those meals are going to have garlic. They're going to have turmeric. And these things are blood thinners. Along with those, fish oils are also blood thinners. So you got to limit yourself if you're on some kind of prescription for blood thinners. Otherwise you're going to end up with a gut bleeding problem, nosebleeds possibly, and the worst thing of all, those damn prescriptions can cause brain bleed, which is a really hard thing to stop, because on Eliquis there is no antidote. They say there is, but most hospitals don't carry it because it's too expensive and it's got a very short health or shelf life. So I trust, and this is just me, I trust nature. So I put a lot of garlic and turmeric. I take fish oil tablets, capsules I guess you would say. And yeah, this might be a little funny, but I always play with my cat and he scratches me. I got all kinds of scars on my arms because of the little bugger, but I can't help it. I like playing with the cat. But it kind of gives me an indication of how fast my blood clots. Because sometimes it'll take a good minute to stop. Because he pokes me full of holes. That damn sun is messing up my video. I keep this going, I'm going to end up at the other bridge. We're at almost an hour now. I can walk. I'm going a little slow today, but if I wasn't, I can walk 5 kilometers in 1 hour. And I still have to go back. And being this slow, I'd have to say I've done probably 3.5 to 4. 3.5, say, let's just say 3.5. So by the time I turn around and go back, it'll be 7 kilometers, not miles. I'm really surprised I haven't run into anybody. I mean, I'm almost at the end of this trail. Where the hell did they go? Unless they had another car waiting for them down there. Sometimes we do that. Somebody will park at this end and then go to the other end and walk through here and then just get a ride back. Not me. I'm gonna walk back. And because of this exercise, I'm gonna feel absolutely great for the rest of the day. Because waking up and then going to sit down in the living room, have a coffee or whatever, takes you forever. You don't wake up till you get to work. And then you still got to put in about 1 or 2 hours of work before you start feeling alive. So back to the blood thinners. If you're taking a prescription, a lot of you are on warfarin. It's been around a long time, but you got to go to the hospital and get checked out all the time, check your levels. You can't eat greens because they're full of vitamin K. You can have some, but not many. Vitamin K neutralizes warfarin. But then they got these new drugs now, Xarelto and Eliquis or Abaxaban, whatever you want to call it. And they don't need any regulation. You take 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Relatively safe. I was on them for quite a long time. And the only reason I got off is because of me, I think, for myself. My CHAD score is 0. That is a test you can find on the computer. Whether you have diabetes over a certain age, whether you've had a heart attack, and if all of those are 0, then you got a very low risk of having a stroke. And that's where I'm at. And then just for good measure, I'm taking turmeric, garlic, and taking fish oil tablets to thin the blood. Because really it's not, they say blood thinners, but the prescription ones are anticoagulants. They keep the blood from clotting. And the other ones, like aspirin and what I'm doing, keep platelets from sticking together and creating a clot. Because the clot basically has to stick to the platelets, and if the platelets don't stick, then your blood clot won't form. Now, don't take this as doctor's advice. Like they always say, my disclaimer right here and right now is that talk to your doctor. Unfortunately, not many of them trust the natural way of doing things. But I've done a lot of reading, watched a lot of videos, always from specialists and doctors. If you have heart issues of any kind, look up Dr. Sanjay Gupta, not the one from CNN. His website is York Cardiology. And he's got all kinds of YouTube videos, and he is very helpful. I've been following him for about 7 or 8 years. And he doesn't trust the pharmaceutical companies either. You'll find the odd doctor out there that just doesn't like giving everybody pills. My doctor's kind of that way too. You know, he gives me what I need, but he doesn't try to figure out the problem because I only get 10 minutes, and the easiest thing for most doctors is just to look up your symptoms and ship you out the door with a drug. And then drugs are hard on your liver and your kidneys and etc. Sometimes it's hard on the mind. You end up with brain fog, can't think straight. See that big building way over there? That's our hospital. It's a good hospital. Nurses are usually pretty good. Most doctors are good too. I don't blame them. What I do blame is that I think the pharmaceutical companies help pay some of their schooling. So, pharmaceutical company, you're going to find this hard to believe, but it makes more money than the oil company. And those who have the money make the rules. So they manipulate the schools, which means they manipulate the doctors. And some of them will go off on their own and learn new stuff on their, stuff they didn't learn in school. Some of them are now getting into the whole lifestyle, herbal stuff. Some doctors even use it. Those are the doctors I like to listen to. But you still gotta be cautious, because some people are just trying to get their million views, million subscribers so they can make some money. I'm not here for the money. If you guys want to subscribe, great. If you guys want to watch my videos, awesome. But I'm not pushing it. I just do it because I like to see people healthy. I like to see people correct their problems. Get some of their youth back. Everybody says, well, I'm just getting older. In most cases, that's not true. You're not just getting older. I've seen 65-year-olds, I'll be hiking out on the trails and they run by me because they're jogging. They're definitely in their 60s. It's all about lifestyle. All right, I'm gonna go up to the end of this, and I know I'm damn close to the bridge, so I'm gonna just probably turn around. Then I'll pick up my pace, get my heart going, and the rest of this will just be a hike through the woods. Tell you the truth, I think that crop of land that I thought I was on is not the one I thought I was on. Well, how the hell do I get to that one? You know, I bet they redirected the trail just so people wouldn't end up over there because it's dangerous. I'm gonna see if I can get there. All right. I'm just gonna turn this thing around and I'm gonna give her on the way back. You don't have to look at my ugly mug anymore. Are you ready? Okay. Here we go. There is a trail. Bypassed it and didn't even see it. A skinny little trail. Don't fall. You get dizzy standing up here looking over the edge. Okay, so the cliff that guy, my friend there years ago, it was here that we were camping. Or not we, they were camping. And he ran off the edge. Don't want to get too close and have the ground give way, or I'll be the next one down there. look at that river. Look at those cut banks. Prince George really is a beautiful place. Other people would disagree, but that's that mindset again, right? For some reason people just love to be negative, and then others love to be positive. I can tell you, if you're positive, you'll be healthier. Boy, would that suck if I dropped my phone. No YouTube video for you. This is kind of exciting. Yeah, we used to have fires right here. Set up your tent. Because at one time, all this growth wasn't here. This was all just an open, flat area. And that's how close I got to the other bridge. Not very far at all. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. Unfortunately, my car is on the opposite direction. Okay. At least we got to see this outcrop of land I was looking for. This is going to be my longest video yet. But as I see it, it's kind of handy when people are here, tourists, etc. Maybe people that even lived here and never been up to Gun Park. At least now you know what it looks like. Maybe it'll encourage you to come. Go for a walk. And if not, maybe you have health issues, other problems. Maybe you're in a wheelchair, or at least you can watch, and it's almost like being here. From here on in, I think I'm just going to be quiet and let you enjoy the hike. Going to be a slight disturbance. I'm going to reset my selfie stick here to a different angle. Bear with me. I'm hoping, because I'm still learning, and I'm hoping this will stabilize the camera a little better. I've hung on to the camera before, and it just looks like this. So I'm hoping I can avoid that. Okay, let's give it a try. Hopefully it looks good. Sound of nature. Isn't that a fantastic way to start your morning? Wouldn't it be funny how wipe out camera hits the ground? Just a little extra humor for you. Walkway's a little shabby. Jesus, these roots. These trails are definitely not wheelchair accessible. But you go up to Forest for the World, and it is. And eventually, I'll get around to going up there too. And I'll show everybody what it's like. If you haven't been there, you might be interested. Stay tuned. They keep tripping. You're tripping, dude. Oh my God. It's a good workout today. I don't usually go for this long of a hike. Most of my hikes are about an hour long. This one's gonna reach way over an hour. One more thing while I'm thinking about it as I'm wandering through here. When it comes to sugar, it is a huge inflammatory food. If you got achy joints, bones, knees, all kinds of inflammation things, breathing, inflammation goes a long way. Cut out the sugar. Absolutely cut out the sugar. I think I'm gonna take this one. Oh, I don't feel like, well, nah. I go this way. But sugar's horrible, almost a poison. And it's also addicting. Once you start with sugar, you'll continue to eat sugar, you'll crave sugar, and sugar activates your hunger. So usually you're always hungry if you consume a lot of sugar. I've known people personally that have given up sugar and wheat, and within 6 months they have thinned right out. And that's all they did. They didn't change anything else. They just stopped the sugar and the wheat. So keep that in mind. I can't seem to shut up. One more thing. All those other things I talked about are anti-inflammatories. The turmeric, the garlic, the fish oil. I'm even going to start possibly incorporating cayenne pepper into my system because it's another superfood. I've listened to doctors talk very positively about it. I just don't know how it's going to taste. They say put it in milk. Or no, that's turmeric. Cayenne pepper, they say put in water. I don't know. Sounds nasty. Turmeric is okay. As long as you don't put too much in, you don't even taste it. And garlic, well, I just love garlic. When you make garlic, don't overcook it. Cut it up, Let the oxygen get to it for about 10 minutes. That triggers the allicin, which is the main component that you want. But when you're cooking it, just barely cook it, just like 30 seconds in the pan. Because if you eat it raw, all your friends and family will just be 20 feet from you all day long. You end up stinking. But the solution to that is a quick little cook in the pan, and it still retains most of its value. It'll retain all of its value if you cut it up and let the oxygen get to it, then chew it up and eat it raw. But when you sweat or your breath, everybody smells it. So it's not what I do. I used to. Some point I'll try out that cayenne pepper and find the best way to take it that doesn't taste like crap. If you have acid reflux, probably wouldn't be a good idea. Same with the garlic. There's certain conditions, if you have, you might find it hard to consume some of these foods. Just look it up, do a little bit of research. I could explain it, but garlic, of course, it's going to cause heartburn. Cayenne pepper is going to cause heartburn. I got somebody walking up on me here. I'm going to pan off to the side. Nobody wants to be in my YouTube video. Hey there, puppy. Hello. Ooh, somebody's excited. Hi. Well, that's the first people I've run into in the last 3 times I was out hiking. I always tell people, when you're hiking and you come across other people, you'll never come across a grumpy hiker. You want to know why? Because doing good things brings up your happy hormones, your dopamines, and long term, possibly your serotonins. Serotonins is a long thing. It's a happy hormone that you're glad to do all the time. And then there's dopamines, which are short-lived. And most people, that's where you get your addictions from. Doing things that make you feel good for the moment. And it's important to feel good. And if it is just a moment, that's fine. Unless you're drinking to do it, or you're smoking pot to do it. All those things are short-term. Find something that makes you happy all the time. And hiking is one of those things. Oh, you roots. Maybe I'm starting to get tuckered out, dragging my feet. But everybody's happy when they're hiking. Anybody that is out, Canadians especially. Us Canadians are super friendly. Always happy. Well, can't say always happy, I guess, but might be an over-exaggeration, but we're good people. Canada Day is tomorrow, I think. It's tomorrow? Yeah. Probably go to the park. Which, a matter of fact, if I can find an opening here. You can't really see the park from here, but it's over there. You see the swing set, the water park. I'll show you when we get closer. That'll be the big celebration tomorrow. They'll have a band, I imagine. A whole bunch of tents set up. They'll have the First Nations there. They'll have their artwork and their clothing. Got some pretty neat stuff, carvings, things they make out of antlers. Very cool. Okay, so this is the trail that I went around, which didn't really make much difference. So we're gonna go back down this trail just to give you an idea how freaking steep and how long it is. This would be hard on your knees if you had knee problems. Which of course, garlic, turmeric, fish oil tablets, or capsules, I keep saying tablets, sorry about that. All anti-inflammatories, all will help you. My wife, oh, there's more people. Okay, you'll have to excuse me. There's only enough room on here for 2 people. Let's go hang on to his dog.
Good morning.
Morning. She's a steep one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there's a little guy. Oh, I challenged you just a couple weeks ago, and yeah, it should get your heart going, doesn't it?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Almost find myself going over the edge. Well, I guess the people are showing up now. I have no idea what time it is. Nobody wears a watch anymore. My phone's busy right at the moment. Oh my God, this hill is driving my toes into my shoes. That's how steep it is. I hear a plane. It's the plane, boss. The plane. If you're old enough, you'll get that reference. If not, you haven't got a clue what I'm talking about. One nice thing is that now that I'm at this hill, I know I'm close to being back to the parking lot. Probably about another kilometer. This is serious.
Time 1 hour 42 minutes 24 seconds. Total distance 5.0 kilometers. Average pace 20 minutes 28 seconds per kilometer. Split pace 20 minutes 28 seconds per kilometer.
I don't know if you heard that or not, but I got my app set on Map My Ride. So it calculates my distance, my calories, all that. And of course she has to blab it out so that everybody hears. Man, even here, if you're to slip, you do the roly-poly all the way down to the bottom. I'm just waiting for my toes to split out the front of my shoe. That 30 days I did with everything, lost my appetite because of the marijuana, because it throws your endocannabinoids out of system or out of whack. Ugh, out of breath. Just going downhill. Anyway, the weed throws your cannabinoid system out of whack. And because I didn't eat much, I'd lost my appetite. In those 30 days, I seriously lost like 12 or 13 pounds, and it's not water weight. It was just fat. The idea is to burn more calories than you take in a day. And I got a ways to go. I can guarantee you, I'm gonna get there. Okay. That's the park over there. Look, they're getting things all set up already. I got the big trucks, cube vans over there. I didn't bring any water with me, and I'm thirsty, and that river's making me even more thirsty, even though I wouldn't drink that water whatsoever. Used to go tubing down there all the time. A lot of fun. Go all the way up to Wilkinson Park, another park we have. It's a 5-hour trip, depending on the speed of the river at the time of the year. Pretty cool. Again, another time when I used to drink beer, smoke a joint, go down the river with a few friends. Lots of beaches too. Funny little beaches everywhere along the river. Some of them in the middle of the river, so you can stop and just enjoy yourself for a bit. Oh, okay. At least they warn you. I'm gonna be the good guy today. Pick up somebody else's garbage. I don't know why people would leave garbage on the trail. Man, are you serious? What the? God damn. People like this don't deserve to go to the park. Excuse me for a minute. Freaking assholes. I think that's the wrong trail. Yeah, they all lead to the same place. Getting a pretty dry throat here. I don't usually bring water. Figure if you can't survive a couple of hours hiking without water, then I don't know. You can always drink water when you get back. Of course, if you're going on a hike that's going to require 6 or 7 hours, yeah, be prepared. Bug dope and water. For me, I like to wear a windbreaker because it keeps the mosquitoes off, so I don't have to put so much DEET soaking into my skin. Matter of fact, I rarely ever use bug spray. I'm one of those lucky people where they just don't bother me too much. Unlike my wife. She attracts mosquitoes like flies to sugar. You know what? I think I took a wrong turn. I did take a wrong turn. Oh well. Yep, I'm not supposed to be over here. Guess I'll finish it. I think I'm bypassing the parking lot. Ah, crap. Fine. Let's go back. You know, that's the second time I've done that. I don't know how I do it, but I do it. Look at this fireweed. You can eat just about every part of that plant. Horsetails. It's got a whole bunch of medicine that the natives used to use. I won't go into detail, but that's another day, another video. Probably make some where I'm foraging for food in the wilderness, mushrooms, different plants. I like to get into that as well. Basically, I'm going to be talking about anything that makes your health better. Anything natural, exercise, you name it. If you have any ideas you'd like to discuss or listen about, or just write it down in the comments. I'd love some new ideas. Can't think of them all myself. No wonder I got lost up in the Greenway. I've been down this trail a dozen times and this is the second time I've taken the wrong one. How does the guy do that? Maybe there's a time limit on these YouTube videos. I don't really know. Devil's Club. They get to be about 6-7 feet tall. Good people. Okay. Hello. Morning.
Morning.
Now that guy that just passed me, he is definitely in his 60s and he's jogging. So he's got me beat. Okay. There's a trail there, there's a trail there, there's a trail there, there's a trail over there. you really can't blame me completely for getting lost. I have to excuse my video panning off to the side. Just trying to be courteous. Yeah, running out of juice here. Just trying to be courteous to people. I know if I was walking, I wouldn't want to be in somebody else's video. I don't know what he's doing with that. I find myself on the World Wide Web on YouTube. Had no idea I was there. So I'm just being nice. It's the Canadian way. That guy will probably beat me back to the parking lot. No shortage of parks in Prince George, that's for sure. Deer. Oop, there he goes. Excellent. It's always good to see wildlife. Oh, he's gone. You hear those squirrels? They're giving that deer shit. Oh, that's the end of the trail. Oh. Drop the garbage. Oh, well, that was a good one. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like. And leave comments down below. Give me some ideas. That'd be great. See you next time.